Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK, I'll be your caster and cameraman for today, and today we have Zvonki Cup Round 6 carried off match between Dynasty and Just for Fun, and we are going to see maps 1 through 4 played. It's going to be looks like a neutral game. I don't see any home and away being done in this tournament, but thanks everybody for joining us. Shout out to Hambone for this subs. I'm appreciated, my bread. Mamba, Edit, everybody in chat, how's it going? And Kelia, welcome back. Just so you know, there was no Left to Learn this week, so you didn't miss anything. Left to Learn will be next Saturday is when we're going to resume that. Not able to do it this week, unfortunately, but we're going to have the match to get this weekend along the road. I don't see many matches posted for this week so far. The Copa Peru Cup doesn't have to have their match scheduled until the 22nd, so we're probably not going to see that this weekend. We'll see it next weekend. Welcome, Vlashmir. Welcome, welcome. Smash Potatoes, how's it going? Mary the God. Presto legend in the chat here. Previous tournament winner, and here we go live. Can, just for fun, the underdog of this match knock off Dynasty? We will see. Opening attack will be Charger Spitter, Jockey, the Smoker, probably hit on the transition in. It is going to be Dynasty first. Oh, the Charger lands. They'll get the charge spit. No slam. Everything cleaned up respectfully. And not a bad opening hit by the Special Infected. Everything seemed to find its target pretty well. Nice clears, though. And Healy would take most of the damage. Teammates being Mila, Zuki, and Chad. On the other side, for Just for Fun, we have Memory Doll Snow, Seub, and Triple W17, not quite sure what that's referencing. Boomer's getting bullied around, not going to get it. Smoker gets a pull. They're going to get the car alarm off. And the Jockey lands with the Hunter. And they'll get a 2-hit damage total of almost 9%, a little bit more. And look at that, 800 bonus even. Not a bad start by the Special Infected, the underdog for sure. Sorry, got a little bit off track there with the camera. We'll get back on track here. And the survivors need to pull this to a halt. They cannot spawn the tank yet. Oh, that's a pretty decent boom. And they're waiting for the commons to clear out, and it looks like it's just about done. Actually, no, they're going to start coming from the front now. Reloading. But not really much of a threat. Here, we got a hypo war, guys. There we go. Here, I'll do the choo-choo. There you go. Thank you, guys. Oh, look at that Charger spawn. Hunter finds a target. They'll get a spit. And the Charger lands too. Spit goes away, though, and not much damage will be taken to Mila, but still, the damage is tallying up. 85.4% before tank commit. That is great damage, nonetheless, as Triple W17 gets control of the first tank for his team, just for fun. It's the forklift dolly, not much of a threat. Just does about up to 5 damage, if I remember. Oh, the Jockey lands on a survivor on top. And Ellis pushing hard. And the tank actually has good angle here, but nope, Ellis backs off. Sorry about that. Forklift dolly into another zip code. I don't know if this is really worth going after. He's gonna play for it. Alright, out of play. No longer a threat. And now he's got to split the survivors. And here he's going to go on the rooftop. Uh-oh. Doesn't make it. Hunter will land. God frame punch. Charger lands. Cleared already. He's punching all the survivors. He has punched them all once. I've got Zvonki a couple of times. One was iframes. And they'll get about 23% damage worth of tank on top of the 15% they had already.
Reloading.
Not much coming out of it. Unfortunately, one of those punches didn't really register, so not much from that. They'll be able to get through the building and outside really quickly before spawns will be ready. They'll probably hit on another car alarm. I don't know if they'll have a chance to do it. Boomer's got to hurry up and get up there. Jockey is up. Boomer does spawn there. Jockey finds a target. The Boomer was way off. Oh, look at that spit. Again, Zvonki's got to drop off. No car alarm. And a good follow-up. Not bad at all. Will they take 60 more points of damage to only take one hit and go? Is it worth popping the pills? Well, Healy already does, but now that's only 40 points gained. Now the other two holding it really doesn't do any much of a benefit. No matter what, it's two more now. Oh, and they got good spawns of Smoker getting reset back here. The Charger can find something. Jockey's going to pre-spawn, try to slow this down a little bit. Oh, they all do pop their pills. They are down to 404. Shout out to Noodle and his squad as this Jockey calls the survivors to cause bleed upon everyone. Neela pop pills during tank commit. Hectic calls to go. They're going to go pull. Here comes the Charger. They're going to get the charge spit. Bank shot off. Gets a couple of dings. Pull into the spit with Coach. They do get all the pills off, and since they do pill, they should be able to make it into the safe room without taking much more damage. So 404 down to 366. Just for fun. Pretty respectable. Dynasty, 764 points after one chapter. Sorry, no ping command, guys.
True, he was a zombie, but he was also our only pilot.
All right, now it is going to be just for fun to switch over on the Survivor side, and yes, indeed it is. I do believe an Asia team against a South American team. Asia team, I know some of the players, Masquerade, who's not playing. Also, the Greed, who I'm a personal friend with and play with quite a bit. Charger comes out, completely whiffs whatsoever, everything. Jockey rockets in, does not find anything. They do get a little bit of damage, but so far, after just the opening hit, it's going to be just for fun on top. But that is only the start. And fast push up the stairs, through the window, past the car alarm without incident. Nick likes to talk about hats with ass in it. And we're coming around the corner. Memory Doll says no. Smoker misses the pull. The Charger coming in. Charger misses. Smoker misses again. No damage coming from that. Just for fun. Starting pretty strong, it would seem. After 2 hits. Only losing about 2% of their bonus. And it looks like they're going to be able to get this tank up without taking much more than 3 hits. Compared to Dynasty, that has taken 4 hits before tank. But remember, there was a car alarm, so that was the reason for it. And here comes their 2-2. Hunter and Jockey as the cappers. Looks like they're going to get ready to spring the trap very quickly. Spinner's in position. All 3 infected on one side, 1 capper on the other. Let's see where they choose to send it. Survivors slow down to a halt. 1 shotgun, 3 Uzis. Pretty typical from Asia teams, if I'm honest. That's what they like to run. Hunter going for an Uzi player. Switches over to a shotgun. Eventually finds it. Not cleared. Eventually cleared. Good damage coming out from Dynasty, and there is the first tank of the game into the hands of Healy with a 1 boom landing. Healy is now in pursuit as the Commons chase the boom survivor for just a little bit of time. Healy chip for 8. Forklift. Oh, that's in. I might have to dig that out. pops it up. Ooh, it's going to be in a tough spot. The Uzis are not as aggressive as I thought they would be. Everybody has good ammo. They got ammo before tank. Here comes the forklift. Survivors are split 3 and 1, and they're just going to retreat back. They're going to play the long game. The only thing is that you got to go through the map again. That's the only consequence for this. Not a big penalty onto Healy for going to get this. First pass, 20% frustration. Tank is second pass now. It's very difficult to hold this forklift in play, and the survivors have to respect it. I don't think this is viable anymore. This is a dead forklift. I have no idea. I eat my words. How is this even good? This is extremely dangerous. Survivors safe. Here they go. Hunter's going to go for the commit. Or for the early pass. No, they're not. Oh, they're playing this aggressive. They split. The charger lands. And it's a 2-cap. It's going to be a wipe. A rolling tri-cap comes in. And Dynasty shows their dominance. Unfortunate. What a 2-charge. And the big misplay on the splitting survivor. What a start. As we go into Chapter 2, yeah, it was absolutely an amazing tank coming out from Dynasty, getting the wipe onto Just for Fun. Fast ready up. It's going to be an opening attack, will be a tri-cap with the Boomer. No jockey. But the fact that Healy was able to get that forklift into play like he did is just amazing. As now, Cube is going to have the charger come in early. Gets some good damage with that charger, though. Look at that. 18 points solo. Hunter gets a double scratch. Smoker, no ding. Good stack off for the Smoker. Smoker, no scratch for him. 30 damage opening attack, just about 7%. Very respectable for Just for Fun. And they're going to have to really work now in order to bounce back. Just an incredible support onto a Healy tank. There's no other way to put it. Well done. Survivor teams try to play as cautious as possible and just didn't work out in their favor.
Reloading. Oh, shit, I hear a jockey.
And now, very difficult choke point. Hunter finds a target. They'll get the spit. Charger. Jockey should not have done that, but still really good damage onto Healy. Jockey should have just M2'd from the corner. Giving a little bit of iframes onto Healy, but still, Healy down to 46. Mila at 81. And Just for Fun doing great damage. We just got to be able to get the wipe here and make safe room with some bonus. What a beautiful Boomer coming in here. They should try to go here. Spawns are difficult to be found. Smoker is not going. Charger coming in extremely late. There goes the pole. Smoker does not get cleared quickly, and now look at the damage still coming up big. 85.3% left. Just for Fun getting good damage. This is still great pre-tank damage for how many hits they've gotten, and they're going to get at least one more.
Reloading.
Oh, this is big. If they could get the separation in between. Oh, they got to run through the spit. Oh, it's another 10%. Hunter gonna go in between for scratches. One scratch. And alright, there you do get the tank up. Second tank of the game. For just for fun into the hands of Snow. I don't think Snow has quick access to this window. No, he does not. Charger. No slam. Boomer through the window. That's a huge triple. Commons are going to take some time to get there. Tank in hot pursuit. He should not waste any time. He should get in there. And the Boomer Horde is not going to mean anything. Actually, there's still quite a few Commons coming in, believe it or not. What a punch onto Ellis. There's another punch onto Ellis. His damage bonus too. No one's really shooting the tank right now, but he doesn't have anything left. Rock. He misses Rochelle. Gets Rochelle there. A pole goes out. Hits Rochelle again. Hits Rochelle again. Another in cap. Snow's able to decommit with just a couple hundred HP. Maybe a curve rock or two. Not going to get it there. And he should get killed off. Oh, the charger lands. One slam. Curve rock. Gets it. Oh, what great damage coming out. They won't get the wipe. As this tank or Hunter should probably stay alive. Not much you're going to be able to do. These pickups are inevitable. But what a tank coming out by Just for Fun. This gives them a lot of opportunity on their side. This is probably going to lead up to a wipe. Jockey back in the spit. Smoker into the spit. Ooh. Just for Fun following up. And look at that. 45% map progression.
Okay, this is seriously hurt.
And they have no bonus. They have survivors crawling. There is no possibility of them making the safe room. Charger comes in, gets the double charge. One slam. The Boomer comes in, gets the double slam. Hunter gets picked, though, not going to get anything for that, and that is going to be it. Akatsuki losing color in his monitor, and the jockey lands in the front. The separation is too great. It's falling apart for Dynasty on their survivor side. They even trigger the alarm, which will get the Commons into play much faster. And the Commons are out. And this is where it should end. And here comes the capper. Smoker gets the pull. Charger lands. Jockey lands as well. Does get cleaned up though.
Don't even think of leaving me here.
And now the question is, how much of the 700 distance are they going to be able to consume? They've just gotten past the halfway point. So if they can get the wipe pretty soon, if they get it, let's give them another 100 points. It means 250 can be made up just by touching the safe room door by Just for Fun. Here's a difficult choke way coming up. The Boomer gets a nice 2-boom from the top. Hunter waiting for to spring the trap for his teammates. Charger ready to go. Here comes the Hunter. Here comes the Charger. Charger and Hunter both land on the non-boom survivors. Healy is deceased. Hunter is pouncing around, eventually gets killed. As the spitter is still looming about, eventually gets the kill onto Akatsuki. And it looks like 400 and change will be the total distance. As a 1 health Mila doing everything to keep the Commons off. And there it will end it. They'll get 407 out of 700 distance, leaving 300 points to be made up. Just by touching the safe room door. Just for Fun has so much opportunity now. Let's see if they can break into that delta. Those looking for the top 3 team. Well, you got a couple of top teams in different areas. If you're looking for South America, Hokori, Goat, Dynasty, Colossus, Vaso de Leche would probably be the top 5, in my opinion, and if you're looking for the best from South America. And you have some new teams coming up, like Penguins of Madagascar, L'Obscurité. They have been doing well as making a come up, and also Cell Stars. Don't forget about them. Cell Stars probably in the top 6. They were a pretty dominant team in their prime, but they're still playing today. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. And a lot of them play together on other sides, so a couple of them mix up. But here come the Infected. Smoker pulls. Charger won't land. The only thing that was good about the Infected there was the sack order. About 2%, pretty standard hit. Actually, they need to help Ellis here. Ellis getting a little common locked. Okay, they do.
Look out!
And if you're looking for like Europe, you got Ascendant. They play from Europe. Trying to think of some of the other ones. You win? Question mark. Charger coming in. Charger won't land. Spitter's really late. The only thing that was bad about that is that he had to run through the spit. It got in that little corner. But even though the Charger failed, the survivors I think rushed it a little too much. That is the play if you can rush that.
Reload.
I spray. I think of other active teams. I mean, if you talk about active, yeah, but Frag 4 is definitely up there. They're just not an active team right now. Spitter, Jockey finds a target. Spitter separates the survivors, but it's not going to be a threat for high damage output. But actually, the damage is coming in. Look at this, 84.8. And they didn't get to the tank yet. This is about where the other side was, the tank spawn.
Reloading.
Also, Fear Factory was a pretty dominant team. But they kind of split up. So it really just depends. It's players now. Some teams just aren't really together. Then there's Asia. Asia has a couple top teams, but they mix up between each other, like Amagami, Korea Gaming, Avery Squad, and his team. A lot of them are Evo with Star. Oh, Mila gets caught, but Memory Dog gets caught and gets slammed. The slow clears from Rochelle and the jockey ride. Oh, just for fun. The wheels are falling off for them, and I think now, I don't know if they could go back. I think the play might be to push forward. It all depends on where this tank is going to spawn at. See where this tank is at. They can't. No, they can't push. Oh, this is going to be rough for just for fun. I'm telling you right now, they're not going to be able to get much of an opportunity to make up so much points here unless they could just suffer one in cap. No matter what, they're going to go into this with about 30% bonus out in best scenario left. This is a tough tank to tank without damage. Let's get a nice corner view. Rock, not going to land. They do have a hunter. They got a charger and a jockey. They're happy with this. Chad in. Not going to get a punch there. What a long arm onto Ellis. Ellis gets caught. Charger. Jockey lands. Okay, they get the clear. Another punch from the tank. Okay, the SI's dead. And that will be a dead tank.
How are you missing?
And it looks like around 30% is what we're going to go with. But good for them. They're going to be fast. I don't know about how much longer. They'll have one set of pills. Let's see. 35.7% bonus. They have 5% more than I thought they would actually get. But I knew it was only going to be a distance game. They should make up some port now. Some points, I mean. Support was just kind of meh.
Careful, smoker.
Jockey, they separate. Good damage follow up there. And right now, if it's Dynasty, they just want to get the bonus down. They don't care, but let them get full distance. There's probably no way they'll stop them, barring some really amazing hit here. Especially at this choke point. But I do believe they'll get full distance.
Reloading.
Oh, it's going to be a quad. They're not really in position for it, though. They get through the choke point, and they send it from the back, but they get a double charge. The Hunter lands. You're not winning the 1v1. The clears are slow, and now they're going to crawl the rest of the map. And that is going to be huge damage. I thought they outmade the quad, but they weren't able to get quite far enough away. And that melts the bonus about 30%, no, about 20%. Now it is a crawl game, and now even full distance is going to be difficult.
Bill's here.
Pills
Hold on.
should just be eaten. Charger. Bit late, but will do its damage onto Rochelle. And just like we were talking about, the bonus is almost gone.
Look out.
But points will be made up. The question is, how much will it be?
Reloading.
Coming up on about 100 points made up so far.
Weapons over here.
Reloading.
Uh-oh. No, and nope, that's gonna be it. They're only gonna make up 100, not even that. They wipe out early. Another quad. That is the only downside to rushing. I think they should have been aware that the quad was incoming, and I don't think they knew it. They got caught with their pants down. I apologize, they've readied up pretty quickly here for still in the break. Charger comes in fast, finds the target. Oh, they get him to walk through the spit. Oh my goodness. What a opening attack. Dynasty suffers 18% from the gate. With one of the most impressive opening hits. And trust by the special infected. Good job by them.
Reloading.
Still a little shocked that that happened. And it happened so early. Just look at the health. 66, 73, 60, 100. Huge damage. What a tank spawn. What is this? This tank is... Let's see what they choose to do with this tank spawn. Oh, they don't even get to go. Unfortunate for them. Oh, they get spit blocked, but the tank is not there in time. And I doubt that Dynasty will make the mistake there. But that's still good pre-tank damage. That is so much damage. 3 survivors gonna pop pills here, so everybody's gonna be 4 punches. Wow, what a jump up by them! Oh, the double punch! Oh, he misses! Oh, that is so big! Chad gets cornered on the inside, down 2. The tank has so much health. Smoker is still alive. Gets the pull down. He'll take this corner, and Dynasty is going to end up getting wiped. This tank has so much health. And what a huge misplay. An amazing greedy chip that comes out and is going to finish off them. He kills the Smoker. that is going to be a wipe. He does not have enough to finish them off. And what amazing play from the infected there. The tank made the jump up there. I can't believe the greedy chip that they wanted on this tank before running back. This gives Just for Fun so much opportunity now. 600 distance on this chapter as well. They can't take the lead, but they can bring it almost within even. And this finale is very difficult to make up points on. So if Just for Fun can take the lead by a couple hundred here, they might almost have this game locked up and secured. Charger in the back. They miss. Oh, they'll get some stumbles in there. Smoker lands. And it's still a lot of damage, though. It's 10%. Not a good start for Just for Fun. And if I am Dynasty, you've got to be happy with that big damage coming out there. Even though the Charger does not land, that is a lot. Good momentum coming out of the wipe for Team Dynasty. But now it's about getting the spawns in right order for this hit. I don't even know if they have time to stack here. They're going to have to go with a 2-2. And they're just going to go quickly. Oh, the Hunter gets M2'd. Does he get killed off? Looks like they went a hit here, which allowed them to spawn the tank probably with no threat. All the SI pre-spawn.
You hear that, Boomer? Let him spin.
Charger finds the target. Hunter gets a scratch. Boomer gets nothing. Alright, they'll be able to spawn the tank without anything up, though. Akatsuki might have a spawn. Welcome, Mac and Cheese. Thank you for the follow, my friend. They should be able to go up here, get this tank up. There they go. Regroup with their teammates. A little separation. Let's see if they try to get hit on the way back here. No, there's nothing. And they're going to go here. They're going to try. Charger will land. They could actually push this tank now. No, they're going to play it safe. I can't blame them for playing safe here. They have all the health in the world. Coach makes the jump. And they're not even going to try to chip him. See if there's a smoker. Are they paying attention? Oh, there is a smoker. They got to be careful now. The smoker is big time separation here. Boomer. Nothing. And Mila's going to have to go in a little early. Nice blasts, but not a lot of damage. Here they go. Smoker was not in position. Oh, Smoker messed up. The tank has nothing. He is going to die. This is going to be nothing if they could just focus the tank here. And they get no hits. That is a no-hitter coming out. And Just for Fun. Oh my goodness. The momentum is huge. They walk out of that with 71.8% a health bonus. I almost called it the wrong thing, but look at that. Mila gets nothing. That Smoker with a huge misplay of where it chose to come from. And I am just flabbergasted. All they got to do is take this clean here without a death charge. And there is no charge to even worry upon them. There goes the Smoker pull. Gets cleared. Boomer drops in there. And beautiful shutdown. And that is going to be a quad try now. When they start this event, and they should go back inside, and this is a smart play. They know there's a quad coming, and they should go in the room. All right, let's see what they could do. Quad incoming. Just for fun, 891 bonus. Tank is dead. A point delta of just a couple hundred at the moment. Smoker pull, Charger, nothing. everything melted away. Beautiful shutdown by Just for Fun, only losing a couple of points of bonus there.
Let's go, let's go.
66.9. 59 left. They do got to get over here and trigger the next part. It's going to be a 2-2 though. All right, they trigger the second part. Smoker, Hunter, Boomer, Spinner. Smoker gets a pole. They clean it up. Hunter was a little late. Eventually comes in. Spinner misses. It banks off of the side of the wall, and they're going to go for another quad. They could just go back inside again. Nobody takes fall damage. Nice clean transition. Looks like they want to send this quad. They just got to get out in the open. Oh, they're just holding W hard. And here they come. Hunter finds the target, cleaned up. No quad landing. It's going to be the Charger landing, now the Jockey landing. It's kind of a 2-cap coming through. And the clears are extra slow. And what looked like was going to be a quick clear up is going to turn out to be big damage. Wow, look at that. It all melted away. 66% down to 32. Even lower when they eat the pills, which they probably shouldn't have done. Pills all committed. Boomer gets popped. Spinner is now up. They probably go for another quad. No, they should just go for damage now. It looks like Just for Fun is going to survive. Hunter lands. Spinner comes in. Charger will do what he needs to do. He just chooses to walk through it. Okay, Ellis says screw that. Smoker could make a game-changing pull here. No, they won't fall for it.
Just stop, okay?
All right, they do manage to get down with 200 and some bonus. Memory Doll's calling the go-go. Let's get down in there as quickly as possible. Nick's the only one still fast for just a couple of more seconds. Spawn blocking is paramount. Hunter goes into the safe room. Charger cannot find a spawn. Here he does. He does land, but gets cleared right away. Hunter finds a target, but cleared instantly. Spinner gets picked. And Just for Fun is going to take the lead over Dynasty. Underdog ahead going into finale. 15-21 to 13-63. What a time to take the lead, guys. What a time. This is crazy. I'll tell you, I love a great story when I come to do a match. And it's very rare do you see a story like this and like thus unfold. The underdogs are up ahead into a finale where it is extremely difficult to make up points. That means if the Survivor team, Just for Fun, just gets to tank, all they have to do is get to the tank, and that is going to force Dynasty to make it to the rescue vehicle if they want to make a comeback. They will have to make it. So I think we might see quite a few quad tries coming out from Dynasty, even though it's hard to land them on this chapter. And if Just for Fun can just survive the tank, if Just for Fun makes the rescue vehicle, I don't even know. I think it might just be GG. And out Godzuki gets replaced by Spooky. So Spooky comes in on the finale.
We are in some deep shit.
As Memory Doll's trying to hype up the team. And yes, that is true. When you're playing in top tier tournaments, getting wiped is not an option. Getting wiped can be a game changer for your team. Full distance must be gotten every chapter. If you fail to do so, even when there was home and away games, you just wanted full distance on your away game. That was acceptable. But here we go. Final chapter of this tournament match. Underdogs ahead, just for fun, by 250 is about the points they have. Hunter will find a target. Fast clear, though. Jockey's a little late to get the cover. And will he make a try? He does.
I'm reloading.
Reloading.
Respectable damage coming out. Nothing great, nothing too little. As they clear out all the common infected here. Nick's taking a couple slaps. Got another % damage from commons. Smoker already in rotation.
Look out!
Alright. The many climb up the stairs begin. Charger on the bottom. Oh, the trust there, but nice 2-cap. The clear slow. That's big damage coming out on Just for Fun. Oh, that's so much damage already. 83.1% remains. Survivors taking lots of damage so far. Average per hit coming out around 8% right now. A little bit higher. They're just going to hold W here. No hesitation. Jockey is now chasing. So is the Hunter. Oh, the stumble. Jockey gets M2'd off. Smoker and Boomer will die off at the end. Great sack order. Smoker chose not to die? Okay. Maybe they might. Okay, does spec out. That'll give the survivors a lot of time to push if they would have hit with a full hit.
Reloading here.
Ignore the tank spawn percentage. For those that don't know, this is a custom map. The tank is static. There really is no percentage on this for some reason.
This is gonna
I'll
work.
take this one. Sweet Jesus.
Shout out to Masquerade. Rooting for his boys.
Reloading.
Oh, the separation is in between. This is going to be big. Oh, the 2-cap. Oh, this is going to be so much damage. And the jockey reset in the hole. Down he goes. Oh, this is not good for Just for Fun. And Masquerade said something, so you jinxed it. They got to regroup. They got no choice. They got to go down and around again. And their bonus drops down to 50%.
Boy, you should have stayed at home.
And again, they take this choke point for a second time. You gotta watch the spawns in that choke point. That is a very dangerous choke point. And Dynasty will get a chance to pounce on it again. Just not with a jockey this time, making the reset much more difficult. Hey, we've seen this room before, haven't we? And here we go. Round 2. Charger comes in and lands. They separate again. And they get pulled through a second time.
I got hit by burning goose shit.
And my goodness, Just for Fun, the wheels are falling off. And now they're about to go into this tank slow.
Reloading.
Hell no.
He'll be able to regroup with his team, but they're going to have to go through. All right, guys, remember this room? We've been here a third time.
Thanks, I owe you.
Charger comes through again and lands again, and the jockey lands. They will get the reset, but they separate. Memory Doll is not happy about this. This tank is going to be a guaranteed wipe if they even get to it. Extremely A very terrible choke point taking. And now they get to the tank. The charger will miss. And now they have a separated survivor. And now there's only a survivor one tank punch away. There's two survivors one tank punch away. There's no way they survive. And now Dynasty doesn't even need to make it to the rescue vehicle to get the win.
No.
Ninja sword here.
Oh, man, this hurts.
This seriously hurts. Nicholas.
Boomer finds one. Cube is going to have to go in a little bit. This tank is very healthy. Here he comes. He's going to go for the slow survivors right away. Gets one. There's the other. Two survivors left. And that is indeed the wipe. And there it is. Spooky cleans it up for his team. 1799 left his HP. Only 406 points gained. 1927 to 1363. Alright. So if they can survive this tank, that's all they need to do. As Memory Doll calls for the reset, everybody lock up. They can still get the victory. It does look very nice, Raiden. The casting HUD is well done, my friend. I appreciate it. But alright. Final chapter comes down to tank play for Memory Doll, calling for the reset.
Almost there.
Memory Doll, lock it in. See how much pre-tank damage they can get. They lock it in with their top players now. Not much. They will keep this spitter to troll. Not a lot of damage at all. Very good job by Dynasty taking that. They haven't really started anything yet. They've just hit the button, but spawns are already coming up. They're going to be able to hit very quickly. Spitter needs to come back to the team. A little too far ahead. Here comes the smoker pole. The smoker pole misses. Oh, they're getting really sloppy. The special infected. They picked the spitter through the wall? Yeah, they sure did. 2 hits, 1% each. They walk right by the hunter. Nobody even knew that the hunter was there, but none of them cared. They still don't really care. They're just holding W. Charger comes in. Jockey, a little bit of damage. Charger gets a charge, but no slam. Boomer gets some scratches in. Again, the damage is just minimal. And Dynasty just has much better momentum on this final chapter. And now they're coming up on one of the more difficult choke points. This room. Remember this room, guys? First time on this side we get to see. Let's see how well they block spawns. But they don't have a charger. They do have a jockey. Stay in here for a better view. Can't really see anything in there. Broker, Cole, Spit, Jockey. Not able to get anything. Just, oh, they got really, actually that's good damage. 83.2% left. Actually, that was pretty good. And they're getting up. to where there is a depth charge possibility. The boomer screws that all up. Wait, what? That tank spawned so early, he could actually cut them off. What is he doing? He gotta cut him off, tank? Oh, the tank gets the cut off. Oh, he gets the corner onto Chad. Another punch. Another punch. It switches targets. Switches. More punches. Oh, he gets the punch again. Oh, it's great damage, but it's not going to be a wipe. He gets the double punch. It's not a wipe. But the problem is they're going to be fast. And it's going to be a run for distance. And they find extra pills. That was a great tank commit. I thought he should have committed earlier. It didn't work out for them, though. And I think Dynasty still clutches this. Because they managed to get the wipe at the tank. And I think that's all that they really needed. Yep, it's only 100 points away. They only have 2 hits left. And the Charger misses. And they don't sack in the right order for a quad either. What a game for Just for Fun, but I believe Dynasty will get it. All they got to do is take a strafe jump down to the next level, and that will lock it in right here. Strafe jump down, and no one chooses to do it. And there it is. Dynasty has officially taken the lead. Spawns are up. Hunter gets killed. Smoker is dead. Charger is alone.
No pain, no gain.
I'm sick
I must be about to
and
get into
tired
some serious shit.
of being sick and tired.
So close for Just for Fun. Getting wiped on map 1 had such an effect. Charger goes for a death charge, not gonna get it. I'll stumble in the spit though. A little bit of damage, not much though. And Dynasty will make safe room. And if Just for Fun would have made it to the rescue vehicle, they would have won by about 20 points.
I can walk this shit off.
A little premature, let's wait. Last hit. Smoker tries. Charger. Oh, good try. They'll get a punch. Spitter goes for the delay. Boomer dies off at the end. And that is going to be it. And what a match this turned out to be. The underdogs fought so well, but came up short at the end. Dynasty getting the victory over Just for Fun. 22-55. 19-27. GG, guys. And what a game.